Hey guys, the Fire Brothers here. It's just me. My brother couldn't be here today because he is currently getting chased by transit. I mean, some people will be into that, I'm just saying. But anyways, these are the jokes. I hope you guys are enjoying them. But I have another joke for you. The Transformers 1 box office. Ha 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 ha. Hilarious, I know. The box office is not doing so well. We're currently at $190 million and we need around 150 million to 80 million to break even, and then we need 200 million to succeed. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, Fire, it's okay. It's gonna release in X country that no one's ever heard of before, and that's gonna carry the movie to victory. I mean, who cares if it's underperforming in a country like, the United States of America or France or other places? If the big boys couldn't carry it, then I know the little boys can do it. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, okay? And look, there has been a lot of misinformation going around, and I don't want to say ignorance, but I want to say something like misguided assumptions that the movie is gonna do well if it sells enough toys, if it does well on streaming, if it does well on DVD sales and stuff like that. And well, look, while it could boost the movie a bit, and I think it probably will, at the same time, that's not the ideal scenario. So in this video, I hope it serves a bit of a guideline or a little wake-up call as to what this movie exactly needs to succeed and what it doesn't and what doesn't really factor into it. So very quickly, first I want to talk about a bit of controversy that has happened in the fandom lately. So Cybertron.com on Twitter posted an article talking about how they talked to one of the production designers who said that the prequel won't be happening due to the terrible box office. Now the way they worded that was a bit clickbaity and misleading. Well, it was really clickbaity and misleading. Apparently, even the community knows it, as you guys can see here. Yeah, the production designer did not in fact said that. Instead, he was only uncertain at that point, according to the article, which, that bit is true. But needless to say, a lot of people just read the headline. It has a lot of quotes, likes, and retweets. And a lot of people just assumed that, yeah, it's over for Transformers 1, which I feel like Cybertron.com is not entirely wrong. I feel like it's like a math equation, they got the answer right, but the way of making it there was wrong. And then they got called out by a bunch of the community, even here at Crazy Ass Moments in Transformers history, basically corrected them and then pointed to several articles they did in the past by the same admin, explaining that, they often do this, they do clickbaity headlines that aren't entirely true. And apparently they took the tweet down and posted a new one where they revised the article and fixed all of the misleading things. So yeah, I mean, some people there are still mad. I can understand that though, but at least they fixed it, although they had to be called out a bunch first. But anyways, that's not the last bit of news I wanted to talk about. So like you guys may know, Transformers 1 is gonna be releasing on digital. Well, it has released on digital. In fact, I'm probably showing some small scenes of the movie in its 4K glory. Because the movie's out, you can watch it right now with the family. I plan to watch it alongside with my family for a movie night, maybe this week or maybe next week. Not entirely sure just yet. I had to set up a little schedule, but yeah. If you didn't have the chance to watch it in theaters, I recommend that you watch it on digital streaming services. Because that's the next best way to support the movie. I in fact know of a lot of people who wanted to see Transformers 1, but didn't see it in theaters and they're planning to see it in digital release, so this is the time to do it. And that's another thing about the box office. A lot of people just didn't go see Transformers 1. I feel like there's a lot of factors for this. One of them is very clearly the marketing. A lot of people have blamed the marketing for the movie's underperformance, and I completely agree. In fact, this is a bit conspiratorial, I want to say. There is no real proof to this, so take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. But I personally think that the guy in charge of the marketing is secretly very angry that the fandom has called him out, that the movie's failure is because of the marketing team. Because not only that, I noticed a change that is going to be a beta for the future, that after the movie came out, it started underperforming and everyone called out the marketing kind of changed directions. We started getting trailers that are more, intense, more, less Minions-like and more Logan-esque, I mean, not entirely so, but just to give you an idea. And that's not it. We have gotten several reports that several Transformers 1 videos are being copyright strike. These are videos that have been up for the longest time before the movie was released. But after the movie was released, a bit of time passes and suddenly a lot of those videos are being copyright strike. Luckily, they're just copyright strike, so it means they can't be monetized or anything. But I had a couple of videos of mine from months ago be copyright strike. A bunch of people, the Transformers YouTubers, are also getting their videos copyright strike. And I think it's because we have called out the market. I feel like, the marketing guy is like, those filthy YouTubers, I'm gonna lose my job if they keep talking bad about me, so I'm gonna copyright strike them all. Which in all honesty, I could totally see that being the case. I wouldn't put it past the marketing department. They seem to be very out of touch. But the fact that this happened just after the movie was released, when those videos were up and no one had a problem with them and the fans started criticizing the marketing, this started happening, it does raise a few eyebrows. So I'm not saying that, they're intentionally doing this, but I am saying there's a bit of a correlation here. So just come to your own conclusion. Now, besides that, the box office is not doing well in comparison to the WoW Robot, which is about to reach $200 million. The WoW Robot is succeeding with much less marketing. Well, it had stronger marketing, in all honesty. Like, the trailers actually look good and they made it look like a heartfelt, Wall-E-esque type of movie. While Transformers 1 made it look like a Minions movie, which is not what we needed. And there's gonna be another future video just criticizing the marketing and the marketing guy, who I know is watching this video. Yeah, I know who you are, Steven! Besides that, what I wanted to also talk about is that when it comes to Transformers 1 and its box office performance, a lot of people are thinking that if the movie does really well at the Blu-ray, the digital, the toy sales, then that means the movie will be saved. It's all good, right? No, that is not how it works, and I want to really correct this real quick. The digital sales don't really mean anything for the box office. If the movie does really good at the digital market, and it doesn't do good at the box office, then I think that Paramount will see that as the movie is no longer being profitable for like movie theaters. So they will pull them out and put them straight to DVD, like the DC animated movies. And also, if Transformers 1 does good at the toy sales, that's still not entirely good, because that's like money that goes to Hasbro and not Paramount. Paramount benefits from the movies, Hasbro benefits from the toys. But fire, the critics loved the movie, then that means we must get a sequel. Well, you know what else wasn't loved and got sequels? The Bay films. The Bay films were extremely, ridiculously hated by critics, but audience loved them, okay? Like, people went to see them. They brought in the money. So no, the only reason why we ever got the Bay films in the first place, we got so many sequels to them, is because they did really well at the box office. And if a movie doesn't do well at the box office, then there's not that much reason to bring it back, to make a sequel for it. And unfortunately, even though movies get, praised by critics and Transformers 1 is a genuinely good movie, that doesn't mean squat if the movie can't make money. Because that's how the Hollywood industry works. It's all about the money. If it doesn't make money, then it's not profitable and it's not gonna be, follow up on. It's not gonna be, they're not gonna make a sequel of it. Because if the movie underperformed the first time, why would you risk it with a sequel to a movie that a lot of people haven't unfortunately seen? So there's two things that are gonna end up happening here. Either A, Paramount sees this as a sign that Transformers movies are no longer profitable, and they put them straight to DVD from now on. We're gonna get Transformers animated movies, but for DVD sales, or for like streaming services. Or they see this as like animated movies are just not profitable, and they don't make a Transformers 2 sequel, but they stick with the live action movies. Because even though Rise of the Beast didn't perform super well, it still did okay, it did okay. Hasbro was pretty happy with it, Paramount was pretty meh about it, but it still did relatively well, all things considered. So that's the only reason why we're getting the G.I. Joe movie. But if Transformers 1 can't even achieve that, then there's even less of a reason to give it a sequel. A lot of people are saying that this might be the end of Transformers movies in general, like, people seem to have, stopped going to the movie theaters to see Transformers movies, which it's true to some degree, but I also do think that Paramount is just like really awfully bad at choosing their release dates and the way they market their movies. Like, they're awful at this point. Like, say what you want about Michael Bay, but he knew how to market a movie. In fact, we should probably replace Steve here from the marketing team with Michael Bay, because he really did knew how to shoot a trailer. Say what you want about TLK, but that first trailer to this day is one of my favorite trailers of all time. The man definitely knew how to make intrigue. And before you ask, yes, I know that the movie still hasn't exactly debuted, in all territories worldwide. There's still a few places that's gonna, still gonna come out. But I hate this argument because, look, if the UK, France, and, America are not able to, give the movie $1 bazillion, do you think that some random country like Kukokia is gonna do that? No, of course not. But yeah, the situation just seems very unfortunate at the moment. People have just seemed to sort of upset that it's the end. Some people still hold on to hope, which that's all well and good, but nah, the WoW Robot is the movie people are actually watching. Even Joker 2 made more money, which honestly it did not deserve to make that much money. And people like TF Hype guys, some other TF YouTubers, and even famous YouTuber Huxa has seemed to, given up on the movie. It's okay, Huxa, we'll make it out of this. Somehow. Probably not, actually. So yeah, it's a messy situation. Honestly, I really wish it wasn't this way. I really wish the movie will succeed and do well. But it is what it is, unfortunately. Not a lot of people went to see it. We got sabotaged by Steve from the marketing department. And the Wild Robot is kind of stealing all the momentum. Which, no hate to the Wild Robot, because I heard it was a really good movie. I haven't seen it because I'd rather give my money to Transformers. But yeah, if Transformers 1 was probably the only animated movie coming in September, I think it would have done Wild Robot numbers. But yeah, Paramount shoots itself in the foot again. Who have thought? But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I really wish I had brighter news to give you. I don't. Everything's kind of bad at the moment. The box office is lost despite the big push that the fans did. It did bump the movie up a little, but it didn't do enough. I'm guessing that just goes to show that Twitter is not representative of the real world, and you know, we shouldn't take it too seriously. But it did work out. I don't want to like diminish Tia Haikai's efforts. I feel like him, especially getting the attention of like big time content creators on YouTube and even some like big Twitter users, actually did got, you know, more people in the seats, because there was a small bump in, you know, people actually going to see TF1 a few days ago when like the whole TF weekend thing happened. But it looks like it just unfortunately wasn't enough to keep the momentum going. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And now that the movie has come out in digital, there's even less reason to go see it in theaters. So yeah, the box office is pretty much over at this point. It's probably not even gonna make it to 150 million, as unfortunate as that is. So yeah, I think we should start like talking about what's gonna happen next with the Transformers movies. In my opinion, it's either straight to DVD or no more animated movies and they focus on live action. Because even if Transformers 1 is a failure, I don't think this is enough to get rid of the Transformers movies in general. We might get a bit of a break from them, like a big hiatus, like maybe 10 years, just to like let the movies be mess and people, you know, become fond of them and, you know, nostalgic for it, and then they make a Transformers movie sequel in like, you know, years from now. And for those people who are gonna say then that means that the Transformers franchise is dead, no, there are franchises out there that are in way worse states than Transformers and they're still ongoing to this day. Transformers is nowhere near that, so no, I don't want to see doom and gloom in the comments down below. I mean, yeah, it is a sad situation, but it's not like the end of the world, okay? Like, we're not DEFCON 1 just yet. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. As always, let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments down below. Do you think that the movie will become profitable? Do you think it will make its money back? What do you think the future of the Transformers movies will be from now on? Do you think it's gonna go straight to digital Blu-ray? Do you think they're gonna focus on live action from now on? Or do you think it's the end of Transformers? Personally, I think the first two options make more sense than the last one, because Transformers is still profitable, especially for Hasbro. So, I don't think they get rid of the movies, like, period, just yet. I feel like that's a bit of a stretch. I feel like if the next movie underperforms or doesn't make its money back, then that's when they shelf Transformers in general. But for now, I still think that the G.I. Joe movie will happen, because apparently Lorenzo, like, that's his baby. He's really into it. They're really, like, banking on the G.I. Joe crossover. Even the Skybound comics are getting into it, which... Okay, look, you guys know how I feel about G.I. Joe and Transformers. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I know people out there, especially G.I. Joe bros, are kind of sick of hearing me complain about it. And okay, you know, fair enough, I'm sorry. You're allowed to like G.I. Joe. And if you think that the G.I. Joe crossover is a good idea, that's completely fine. I'm just saying, personally, I don't like it. But if you like it, then, you know, good for you. Like, don't let me rain on your parade. I just personally don't think it's a good idea. But if they manage to get it working and it actually ends up being a good movie, I'll give it a chance, of course. But yeah, it's kind of weird to say that the future is dependent on G.I. Joe and Transformers being a success. It's something I never thought I would say, but here's where we are at the moment. One movie alone betrayed by the fandom it loves. Not the franchise's only hope. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you'll enjoy. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do the annoying YouTuber stuff that the algorithm likes so much. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Anyways, guys, before we go, shout out to our incredible sex tier Patreons: Steve Martin, Primeburst611, Inferno65, Winslow Lopes Hightower, Scout, Crowley666, Silverman, King Sparta, Super Sailor Formers Hedgehog, Xavier the God, Stage Productions, Scrub Lordo, and Predaking Hunter Plays. And an equally great shout out to our channel members: Shin Leviathan Dragon, TF Cypher, and Laser Sin. Thank you guys so much for donating, it's much appreciated. Link to my Patreon and channel membership will be in the description down below. Consider donating because you get a few perks and see some videos early, even collab with me in some cases, the list goes on. But anyways guys, thank you for your support, helps to keep the channel going, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe guys!